Kentucky and Indiana, ready to do battle in the NCAA Midwest region. The University of Kentucky, of course, lost by 24 points earlier this year when they played the University of Indiana up in Bloomington. And it's been almost an entire season of waiting to get another shot at it. Buckner at the other guard, 6'3", a junior from Phoenix, Illinois, averaging 12 points a game. Kentucky being introduced right now. Mike Flynn, 6'3", 190, a senior from Jeffersonville, an Indiana boy, averaging 8.5 points. Indiana suited up in red with white numbers. Kentucky in the white uniforms today. Indiana is already out at the midcourt jump circle. Ready to go. Lobe and Wilkerson ready to jump. Soriano, the leg goes as a sloppy jump, still being batted around. I think they're going to do it again. What's the call? Kentucky's ball. Hit on the way up. Indiana. Mike Flynn comes inbounds to Roby. Indiana on a tough man-to-man. Roby, left side. Here's Flynn on the baseline up for a jumper. It is good. Will it count? No basket. What do they call? Flynn for charging, and there's good old Soriano. Over the line, Wilkerson. Flynn's after him. Wilkerson, a very big guard, is 6'6". Goes inside the bench, and there's buffing. And Roby got him. Well, Kentucky picks up 2 quick fouls. Up to the inbound pass, and Mike Flynn stuck it in. Kentucky leads 2-0. Wilkerson working, Flynn with him. Here cutting across the screen. He passes off. Buckner's open on the baseline. Misses with a jump shot. Connor comes off the board with it for Kentucky. Connor coming to the middle of the floor. Gives to Flynn. Flynn stops, goes up at 15 feet. No good. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. Guyette and Quinn Buckner. And there again, they're faking the players. Buckner left his feet. They haven't tossed it up yet. There it goes. Buckner gets the tap. It was not thrown up well at all. All right, Indiana trailing 2-0. Working it down as Quinn Buckner gets over the strike. Connor challenges him. Buckner putting some moves on him. He and Connor go together on the right side. Pass cross court. Here's May. It is no good, and Flynn comes off the board with it for Kentucky. Mike Flynn running out. Flynn. Here's to Greavy. Greavy moves in, goes up for a 15-footer. No good. Grab for the rebound, and I believe Green was up on the back. And there's a little bit of jawing in there between Steve Green and Bob Guyette. The officials are stepping right in between them. They call Hike. Comes in to Connor. Connor stops, tries the 12-footer. In and out. Rebounded by Benson. He had a good shot, just wouldn't go. Kentucky's playing very well right now. Got May over the line. Here's to Wilkerson, the left corner to Green. Green almost palmed the ball outside to Wilkerson. Left corner, got May. Got it. Ties it up 2-all. Basket is good. But Indiana will get the ball. Benson working toward the basket. Roby with him. He fires it. It's no good. And I believe they're calling Benson for pushing off. Nope. They're sticking Roby with it. It's good. 3-2. It's up. He's got it. 4-2. Indiana leads. Flynn getting it over the stripe for Kentucky. Flynn with Buckner after him. Moves off to the left side. Gives to Roby, who's out of the pivot. They got a player down. No call. Here's Connor. Gravy, top of the circle. Gravy stands. Has his shot blocked. Oh, they ate Gravy up on that. Great defense. 3-on-1 driving as Buckner lays it in. Give Indiana credit for that one. There's no gift there. Here's Flynn driving to the baseline with a jumper. No good. Won't go. He made a great move. It wouldn't fall. Here's Buckner. Getting up, throwing long to Steve Green. He's got daylight right corner. Got it. Now Indiana beginning to draw out quickly. Kentucky had the momentum going. They couldn't get the shots to fall. Now Indiana playing super. All right, guy out on the right side. 8-2 as Indiana has a 6-point lead quickly now. Here's Gravy with it. Gravy driving. He stops with a 10-footer. He can't buy one. Goes for the shot. Knocks it into an Indiana player out of bounds. Kentucky gets it back. Comes into Connor in the right corner. He goes to Gravy. Kevin goes up for a 15-footer. Got it. 8-4. Indiana leading in with the ball is Buckner. Goes to Wilkerson. Wilkerson tries the 20-footer. It is no good. Rebound by Connor. Connor running out for Kentucky. Indiana is back. Connor still moving up the middle. Stops. Waits. Bounces off to Gravy. Gravy goes up at 18 feet. Good. 8-6. Indiana by 2. And with the ball. Oh, we've got a player on the ground. What's the call? Bob Guyette picks up number 2. That's 5 on Kentucky. All right, Indiana working the ball now. Kevin apparently slightly injured anyway. Here's Scott May working on Gibbons. Fires over him. No good. Rebound by Connor. Connor running it down the right side. Offensive court. May is with him. Connor checks. He makes his maneuver again. Goes up for a 20-footer straight away. Good. That ties it up. 8-all. And Connor calls for blocking it. Now they reverse another Soriano call. He's not much of an official conference. Here's Connor. Jump shot out of the right corner. No good. Benson went up over Roby there. He clearly cleared him. All right, Green. Offensive court for Indiana. He gives to Wilkerson. Nobody out on him yet. Now Flynn hurries out to pick him up. Wilkerson gives off to Buckner, and that leaves him wide open. Good. 10-8. Indiana with the lead. That was just a mix-up on the defensive time. Flynn from the outside. No good. Scott for the rebound. Green's got it. Gets it off to May. He's played a little better than 4 minutes. Scott May brings it over. All that heavy taping on his left arm. Here's Buckner on the baseline with a 10-footer. No good. Rebounded by Connor. He flips it out to Gibbons. Gibbons comes into offensive court for Kentucky. He makes a move, drives to the baseline, an 8-footer. Good. Jack Gibbons ties it up 10-all. We got a good one going. I hope the officials will let him play. Green's got some daylight. Got it. Steve Green is deadly. 12-10 Indiana. Guy up's got the ball now. He gets it to Connor. Connor going to Roby. Roby working to the baseline up for a jumper. Good. Rick Roby gets his first two, and it's tied 12-all. With him, they work around Indiana's back court. Here's Green. They get to him this time. Scott May working with Gibbons on him. Out to Wilkerson. Here's May in the left corner. Guy up with him. May tried to put a move on him. Couldn't go to May. Outside he comes. Here's Benson. Almost knocked away by Connor, but Benson recovers it. Lives in the right corner to Buckner. Buckner now guarded by Roby on a switch. Drives the baseline. Flips it out to Scott May. Misses from the corner. Fight for the rebound. Wilkerson's got it. Hooks it up. Bouncing off of there. Benson's got it. Comes out with it. Indiana control the boards that time. May open in the left corner. Got it. And again, you cannot... Green. I didn't mean May. Steve Green. You cannot give Green the corner shot. Indiana leads 14-12. That's back to the left side. Stops with a 10-footer. It's no good, but we got a whistle in there. Mike Flynn at the stripe for two. The first one's on its way. Rolling around. Stays in. Good. In the air and good. Boys tied 14-all. We've got a fine game working. Guard is in. Floats it over to Buckner. Buckner works to the right side. It's Kentucky's in its zone. Back out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson looks. Passes to Buckner. He fakes, moves in, tries a 15-footer. And it won't count. It didn't go in anyway, but they would have... Scott May was up around the cylinder. It would have been goaltend. It didn't go in. Gravy comes to the foot at the top of the key. Gives to Gibbons. Gibbons circles off. Drives. Goes up for an 8-footer. Good. Jack Gibbons. 2 for 2. Kentucky leads 16-14. 13-20, left in the first half. To May. May going to Benson on the baseline. He comes along the baseline with a jumper that's good. Ties it up, 16-all. Over the stripe is Flynn. Greedy off the left side, no good. Flynn goes for the rebound, can't get it. Buckner does. Well, Flynn can get up for a guy 6'3", but he couldn't quite get the handle on that one. So Buckner sets it up for Indiana. Connor with him defensively. Buckner putting some moves on him. Here's Green. He had a stack up in there, and Green is called for charging. Steve Green is second. That's 4 on Indiana. Goes to Gibbons. He had a notion in the corner. Knight comes out, fakes, comes outside the corner. Connor drives, goes for the basket, puts it up good. Nice move by Jimmy Dan Connor. 18-16, Kentucky. Around the horn. Off to the right side. Check, goes to Green. We got a whistle inside. 3-second violation on Indiana. Mike Flynn, right, drives. Here he goes. He tries to put it up. It's knocked out of bounds, but they said Flynn touched it last, and he comes over and pleads for Soriano. And Wilkerson slants off to the right side. Check. Looking under, still looking as they run. People on the floor. Coming up to take it with his friend Buckner. Here's Laskowski with it. Brady with him. Here's Steve Green with a jumper. Good. Boy, he can shoot. Beautiful maneuver. Ties it up, 18-all. Then to Phillips on the post. He looks. Goes to Connor. Connor up with a jump shot in the corner is no good, but I think he was fouled on the shot. And Indiana is asking for a timeout with 11:36 remaining in the first half. Timeout on the court with a score. Kentucky 18, Indiana 18. The top has just come off Bobby Knight. The official walked over and put the big T on Bobby, who was racing up and down the sideline. We shoot the technical. First one's no good. Connor tries again, hits this one. Don't want to come back to this section. Grady hits the free throw. Kentucky leads 20-18. Put it to Wilkerson. Grady circles off to the right, gives to Gibbons. Gibbons goes up at 18. Good. Kentucky's longest lead, 4 points. 22-18. Indiana with it. Post bounces back to Green. Green looking. He throws it up, hits the rim. A loose ball. Indiana's got it. There was a lot of hustle. That thing hit the rim. Trying to throw inside. All right. They do go inside to Green. Deflected out of bounds by Kentucky. Good defense inside. His own end zone. He comes outside to Wilkerson. Wilkerson gives it back to Laskowski. His 20-footer is no good. Tapped up, no good. Put up, no good. Right for the rebound. What do we got to call in there? Holding against Kentucky. 6 is right. Comes in to Laskowski. In the corner to Green. Back out to Laskowski. He tightens it up. Knocked away by Flynn. Laskowski goes and gets it. He almost walked. Wilkerson has it back. Flynn nearly picked that one off. Here is Benson out of the corner. The big fellow misses, and Jack Gibbons takes it off. Almost lost it out of bounds. Now gives it to Connor. Kentucky moving it down. Connor straight up the middle. Angles off to the left side. Goes up to 15 feet. No good. Rebounded by Gibbons. Gibbons one bounce. Fakes. He goes up for his shot. It's bouncing in there. Good. Jack Gibbons having a great game. 4 for 4. And Kentucky leads 24-18. And Kent Benson will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Shot by Benson. He's got it. And he is a fine basketball player. Fires away. It's rolling off of there. Phillips grabs it for Kentucky. Waits for Phelps, gets it off to Glenn. Glenn gets up over the 10-second line. Works one way, then the other. Starts off the right, goes to Gibbons on the right side. Gibbons looking inside with it. Bounces in to Phillips. Phillips turns, puts it up and in. Will it count? They're calling Phillips for charging. Does the basket count? No, apparently not. Phillips picks up his second. Green gets open, but Phillips blocks the shot, but it'll be goaltending. And Steve Green gets his 10th point. Foul also. It's good. Well, it's 24-22, and Kentucky's lead is down to 2 points now. He goes off to Gibbons. Down the left side to Guyette. Guyette looking. He gives to Connor. Connor drives into the left corner. Connor looking all the while. He still wants to go inside. He does to Guyette. Guyette tries to put it up, and boy, he got a hatchet job there. Yes, sir. Benson gets stuck with his first foul. Kentucky's in the 1-3-1. Laskowski with it. Inside the bench and lays it in. The old alley-oop to the big man. 26-25. Indiana goes back on top. Tried to Gibbons. Gibbons looking in. Goes into Rick Roby. Roby is fouled by Laskowski. Trying to double team him. Laskowski came in and got it. Roby hits it. Roby hits another one. And Kentucky ties it up and goes ahead now. 27-26. Indiana with the ball. Buckner takes it. He goes into Green. Oh, Jack Gibbons got a hand on it. Couldn't hold it out of bounds. Here's Green clearing it to Buckner. Back inside, and Green's got the position, lays it in. Steve Green, now 28-27 Indiana. Here's Larry Johnson driving to the left side, puts up a jumper that's no good. Rebounded by Roby. He goes back up, puts it in. Roby with everybody, including Steve Green. He actually kept him. 29-28 Kentucky. And Buckner takes it. Here's Steve Green from the outside. He's got it. 30-29. That's an outstanding shooter. Here's to Gibbons. Gibbons high on the left side. Gravy comes out and takes it. Turns with his 20-footer. That is going no good in there. Came off. And an elbow thrown by Roby. Fires it. Rolling in. Good. Three-point edge. The ball is in the air, and it is bouncing in. Good. 32-29. Indiana leading. Kentucky with the ball as Larry Johnson is over the strike. This is Gravy batting down. Johnson goes in, retraces. He made a bad pass. Connor goes in for the shot. Oh, should have been goaltending call. Terrible call there. Running the other way, Indiana. They just break that one out. Here goes Wilkerson, lays it in. That definitely should have been a goaltending on Connor, but it's 34-29, and Kentucky's down by 5. You can't cry about him. Larry Johnson is fouled. Indiana really reaching and grabbing now. That time, Buckner got soft for his first one. He missed the first one. Loose ball. Grady goes and gets it. Turns, puts up a 10-footer. No good. Grady hits the deck. Buckner comes off with a rebound. Buckner falls down, but he keeps right on dribbling. He's a fine athlete. A great defensive. Connor almost intercepting. Loose ball. Johnson's got it. They call Grady for fouling. Well, Kentucky not getting any breaks on those. Ball. Good. They'll make it 7 of 8. Now make it 7 of 8. The key breaks into the lane. Goes up at 10 feet. Good. But I believe Grady will be called for charging. The basket is good, and that was a good call. Grady did. Buckner hits the free throw. Buckner pulls the trigger. It's rolling in. Good. 38-31. The Hoosiers lead with 5:55 to go in the first half. Gets to Connor. Connor drives to the baseline. Fake. Comes to Grady. Grady goes up at an 18-footer. No good. Rebounded by Green. Knocked away from him. Gibbons comes in with a loose ball. Gibbons double team. Throws a bad pass. And Connor comes up with it. Connor gets it back to Gibbons. It's knocked down. Intercepted. That's Kentucky's second turnover. Wilkerson with the ball for Indiana. Boy, there was a lot of bumping on both sides that time. It's a very physical game as Ralph goes it. Buckner with it. Looking for Benson. Goes with it himself. And what do we get? 3-second violation against Indiana. And goes over to Kentucky. In traffic. He's Levy off the left side. No good. Connor taps something. No good. Gibbons goes for it. Can't get it. Ball. Gibbons comes up with it in the corner. Gives in to Guyette. Guyette gets in trouble. Comes out to Grady. Grady off to Johnson. He's wide open at 10 feet on the right side. Good. Larry Johnson. 38-33. Indiana leading. Bouncing in there. Laskowski comes into the lane with a 10-footer. It is in and out of there. Loose ball. Going for it is Danny Hall. Gets it off to Larry Johnson. He's running out. Johnson is failing. Shoots this stop. 15-footer. Good. 38-37. Indiana by 1. Bounce pass into Green. Green tries to go up for it. Loose ball. Danny Hall's got it, and her player's on the floor. Oh, it's brutal in there. Guyette is still on the floor up at that end. I believe it's going to be an official timeout. Guyette really got whacked. Look at that. Mike Flynn. Mike Flynn has come in for Connor. Brings the ball over the line as Kentucky's back at it now. Flynn working in Kentucky's end of the court. Goes to Larry Johnson, his running mate. Left side to Guyette, who stays in the game at a forward. There's a pass under to Flynn. Back over the head. He's got it. A nice assist from Bob Guyette. 39-38 as Kentucky goes one up. Wiskowski guarded by Greavy. Here's to Buckner. Buckner breaks in. Out of the right corner is Wilkerson. No good. Rebounded by Greavy for Kentucky. Greavy comes out, gives to Flynn. Flynn coming up the middle. Passes on the left side. Johnson at 8 feet. No good. Guyette takes it, and he's fouled. Free throws on its way. Good. Guyette toe on the line. Ball in the air, and it is rolling off of there. No good. Benson claims the rebound for Indiana. Gets it off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson down over the time straight. Works left, back to the basket. Flynn with him. Buckner comes out and takes it. He goes into Wiskowski, knocked away by Guyette. A loose ball. Benson saves it. Now he gets it back to Wiskowski. Wiskowski spins, trying to get to the basket. He looks. They go inside to Green. Green bounces to Benson. Benson with a sweeping hook. A beauty. Sweeping right-hand hook shot ties it up at 40 all. That's the 9th time the score has been tied. Here's Danny Hall to Greavy. Greavy again goes up at 15 feet. No good. Danny Hall hit a hand on it. Danny not playing well. This is an awfully big place to put a young man, though, that's played that little. He was in perfect position, but just couldn't pull it down. Now Indiana is working on it. Loose ball in there. Still a loose ball. Larry Johnson digs it out. Johnson puts a great move on Wilkerson. Goes to Flynn. Flynn bounces to Greavy. He goes up for the shot. It is no good, but he's fouled by Green. On its way. Got it. So it's tied for the 10th time. 42-42, Indiana with the ball. Wilkerson doesn't shoot a lot. Wiskowski takes it high. Knocked away by Guyette. Guyette stealing for Kentucky to try to go to Benson. He throws the bad pass over to Greavy out of bounds, and Indiana gets it back. So Guyette, after making a super steal, threw it away. Abernathy gets in trouble. Benson takes it out. He's out of the post right now. Goes inside. Wilkerson's got position. Puts it in. Wilkerson posted up. Got Flynn, who's much shorter in there, and laid it in. 44-42 Indiana. Flynn with it. He checks and looks. Bounces into Guyette. On the give and go to Flynn. Driving. He puts it in. Mike Flynn. 12 seconds to go in the half as Buckner spins away from Connor. Drives into the key. Puts another great move on him. Goes up for a jump shot that's no good. Rebounded by Bob Guyette. Guyette looking for help. Out to Connor. They'll have to hurry. Connor just turns and throws to the basket. No good. We come to the end of the first half with a score tied. Kentucky 44, Indiana 44. Both jumpers were up into each other, and they still didn't release the ball. They're having trouble throwing the ball up for some reason. All right. There it goes. And Roby gets the tap. Bob Guyette goes back and gets it for Kentucky. Up to Mike Flynn. Flynn dribbles it across the timeline for the Cats. Angles to the left side. Moving on toward the corner. Comes to the baseline. Reverses. Fall-away jump shot. Good. And he's fouled on the shot by Buckner. Got it. Flynn has played a super ball game today. 47-44. Kentucky by 3. Ball back out to Wiskowski, an 18-footer. Switch. Got it. That's his first two. 47-46, Kentucky by 1 and with the ball. Greavy moving back across the lane. Stops with a sort of half hook shot, no good. Roby puts it back up, no good. Battle for it. Roby's got it, goes to the board, puts it up, no good. Tapped in by Connor. How by Flynn? Mike Flynn. Beautiful follow-up by Flynn. 49-46. Kentucky leading. Wiskowski putting up a 15-footer. Rolling off, tapped up, good. And a foul on Guyette, I believe. He can tie it up with this free throw. No good. Rebounded by Bob Guyette. Guyette clears it out for Kentucky. To Flynn. Flynn up over the stripe. He checks. Goes to Connor. Connor passing off inside. Deflected out of bounds. Kentucky's ball. Into Connor. The alley-oop. He's got it. 51-48. Side of it and knocked down by Flynn. Flynn comes up with the steal. Throws to Connor. Driving. He lays it up and in. Mike Flynn on the steal. 53-48. Wiskowski passing inside. Knocked out of bounds by Roby. Indiana's ball from its own end zone. He comes outside to Wilkerson. Rolling off to the right side. Green in the right corner. He bounces. Knocked out of bounds again by Rick Roby in zone. Comes to Wiskowski. He's got a little daylight off the side. Shot's no good. Up on the back of the board and over. Goes over to Kentucky. Passes into Guyette. Guyette comes across the lane, but he walks. First turnover this half for Kentucky. You can hear the Kentuckians now yelling defense. Wilkerson with it for Indiana. Left side, and Indiana is asking for a timeout. 17-47 remaining here in the ball game. Kentucky's back in a man-to-man. So they went out of that 1-3-1 zone after Indiana had taken the timeout. Here's Benson inside, deflected out of bounds by Greavy. Green Guyette on him, comes into Laskowski on the left side, looks under, still looking. They're running the pick. Green in the left corner with it. He comes out high. Top of the key to Buckner. Here's Benson. Benson gives to Laskowski. He breaks into the lane. That's the ball batted loose, but they can't come up with it. Connor almost made the steal. Buckner puts down the dribble, comes out of there. They no better, drops off of it. He shoots now. No good. Fight for the rebound. Guyette comes down with it for Kentucky. And Guyette pushed him off. That's right. That's 4 on Guyette. Guyette had the rebound, and he threw his bottom into him, and I thought it was a good call. Steve Green had almost had a screen there, but Guyette now is through it, but they're picking up, switching around a lot. Here's Wilkerson. Laskowski takes it. Benson breaks open. Guyette picks him up. Benson puts it in anyway. 53-50. Long pass for Greavy. Greavy driving the baseline with a jumper. No good. Counted by Indiana. Stolen by Guyette. He turns, puts it up. No good. And Roby goes to the floor. Loose ball. And boy, they're really strapping down, and they're almost ready to mix it up. And the Kentucky bench just emptied. People were hitting the floor like flies. Wilkerson picks up his first foul. Kentucky has the ball. Now comes into Connor. Connor fakes the shot, comes over, lets one go. Good. A 12-footer for Jimmy Dan Connor, who has 11 points now. 55-50. Kentucky leading. Combination of everything it looks like. Now they're in 1-3-1, but that left Steve Green wide open. 55-52. Kentucky by 3. Flynn going inside to Roby. Roby gives to Connor. Second man through. He tries a 20-footer at long range. No good. Rebounded by Indiana. Steve Green whipping it out of there. Indiana's got the numbers. They got the numbers on the run. Buckner stops. He almost walks with that ball. Close. All right. Out of the left corner, the shot is bouncing off of there. Green takes it, puts it back up. No good. Scratch for it. Flynn's got the rebound, comes out for Kentucky. Flynn moving up the right side, still on the run. Goes toward the corner, checks. Goes to Roby. Roby puts a good move to the basket. Call for step. They're in the 1-3-1 again. Here's Wilkerson with it. Benson floats it back outside to Wilkerson. Now Laskowski comes on the wing, but Buckner moves into the lane, tries to get a pass inside, knocked out. Laskowski's 15-footer. No good. Put in by Benson on the rebound. The big fellow was way up for that one. And it's 55-54, Kentucky by 1. Laskowski on the right side. Laskowski puts down his dribble, throws it way outside to Wilkerson. Going in the left corner, Green lets it fly. Got it. They can't give Green the shot. They've cut him off pretty well. Off on the right side to Gibbons. Gibbons, in his maneuver, goes up for his little jumper. No good. Came off, rebounded by Wilkerson. Gibbons missing about 8 feet. He made a nice move. Got open. Here's Buckner. He had to go high to pull that one down. He's into the lane. Off to Laskowski. Jump shot corner. No good. Rebounded by Gibbons. Hands it to Flynn. Kentucky moving the other way. Trailing by 1 point. Flynn driving into the lane. Puts up a jumper coming in. Good. They're calling Flynn for charging, I believe. 59-58 Kentucky. Indiana with the ball. Running their little, what they call a passing game, back and forth. And boy, they just keep working at the 3 deep guys. Benson with it now. Makes his move. Can't get through. Laskowski open on the free throw line. Got it. It's a great basketball game. Off Greavy's hands out of bounds. Kevin took his eye off of it. 12:49 to go. Timeout on the court with the score. Indiana 60, Kentucky 59. Indiana with the ball now, leading by 1 point, 60-59. Kentucky's back in a man-to-man. Here's a looper in to Benson. He missed the shot. And Mike Phillips, who's in, clears it out to Kevin Greavy. That was the alley-oop. It didn't work that time. Connor with it for Kentucky. On the right side to Greavy, top of the key. Greavy moves in, goes up at 18 feet. No good. Kevin has really had trouble finding the range today. And Indiana's got it moving in the other direction. Glenn Buckner bringing it down. If Kevin can get a hot streak, it can sure make a difference. Here's Buckner working. Top of the key to Laskowski. Here's Benson from the outside. Got it. Who's the foul on? Offensive foul on Wilkerson. Clean up over the stripe. Working around with the ball. Goes to Guyette on the right side. Guyette moving toward the corner. He checks. Floats in there to Phillips. And Phillips gets tied up. With a height advantage. Buckner can really get up. Phillips gets the tap to Jimmy Dan Connor. Connor goes up at 18 feet. No good. Taps up. No good. Phillips grabs it. Puts it up and in. Kentucky moves ahead, 61-60. With the screen, Benson looking. Goes to Laskowski, puts it up. No good. But Phillips got it. First one rolling in. Good. Good again. 62-61. Kentucky has its 4 big men with 4 fouls each. Giving off to Phillips. They got the big men outside. Now Connor comes out and takes it. Moves into the circle. Goes up for a shot, and it's deflected. Gibbons saves it. He moves to the corner. Hands it to Guyette. Out to Connor. Connor moves in. Lets it fly from 18. Good. 63-62 it is. Intercepted by Bob Guyette. Bryant gives it to Connor. Connor, checked by Buckner, spins away from him, comes on over the line, and then it's knocked away by Buckner. Gibbons lets it go out of bounds. Very wise move by Gibbons. He started to reach for it and then let it go. Comes into Flynn in the right corner along the baseline. The 12-footer, good. Mike Flynn. Right, the Cats again in the 1-3-1, leading now 65-62. Pass to Wilkerson outside the zone. He looks. He goes back to Buckner. Buckner, the alley-oop to Benson. Got it. Oh, he went way above the rim to get that one. That's 19 points for Benson. 65-64, Kentucky by 1. Goes left, fires, looks off target. It is. Wilkerson comes off with a rebound for Indiana. Indiana not running down, and Kentucky, both teams look a little bit tired right now, to be honest with you, and they both have played very hard. Buckner with it. Here's to Wilkerson. He tightens it up. He looks. He still looks. Jump pass goes to Buckner. There it goes off the left side to Laskowski, and he misses the shot. Battle for the rebound. Mike Phillips has got it. Gets it out to Flynn for Kentucky. Flynn running up the left side. Indiana gets back. You don't beat them back much. Here's Flynn shifting gears. Goes for the basket. Hook shot. No good. What's the call? They're calling Flynn? Oh. Here's Wilkerson passing to Benson on the high post. He's looking inside. It's knocked away by Phillips, but Benson slaps it back outside. Now here's Green coming along the baseline. It's cut off to Benson. Outside to Wilkerson. Laskowski on the right side, inside to Buckner. He runs into trouble. Yeah, everybody fell all away from him, and he hits a jump shot. Kentucky made a bad mental error. Everybody, after they had Buckner hemmed in, just ran off and left him and gave him an 8-footer. He was wide open into Phillips. Turnaround jumper, good. Mike Phillips. Puts Kentucky back in the lead, 69-68. 8.5 minutes to go. Here's Buckner. Buckner guarded by Phillips. Looks inside. Phillips takes it away from him. Buckner trying to get it back. Reached in and got him, and that's his fourth. Larry Johnson puts a good move on. Sweeps in, reverses, comes back out, goes back now. Puts it off to Greavy. Greavy's back into the game to Connor. Connor tries the 20-footer. Got it. 71-68. 7.5 minutes to go. Kentucky with the lead. Indiana with the ball. Kentucky man-to-man. Back to it. Benson works his way into the lane. Turns for that sweeping hook. Good. He's a dandy. 21 points for Benson. 71-70. Here's Kevin Greavy. Kevin has not had much of a day. Shoots this one. Got it. 1 out of 3 in this half. 73-70. Here driving is Wilkerson. Nobody sees him. He's open. He missed the shot. Loose ball. Johnson comes up with it, and he's fouled by Green. And I think we've just got a technical. Greavy missed the free throw, Ralph. Kentucky gets the ball at midcourt. Johnson comes into Gibbons. Jack Gibbons goes right back to Larry Johnson. Kentucky with the ball in a 3-point lead. But they've got to start hitting the free throws. It's going to be, looks like right down to the wire. Greavy moving. He's into the circle. Maneuvering still. He can't get away from Abernathy. Gives to Johnson. Roby. A spinning 8-footer is good. 75-70 Kentucky. Benson gives to Abernathy. Puts a good move on. Lays it up. Comes off of there. Roby grabs the rebound. Hands it to Connor. Connor throws up to Greavy. Greavy maneuvering. Here he goes into the lane. Up at 15 feet. Good. And Kentucky leads 77-70. That's their biggest lead of the ball game. Indiana signals for a timeout. 6:03 to go. Timeout on the court for the score. Kentucky 77, Indiana 70.
On Dayton Arena, it'll be Indiana's ball. They are hitting 47%, 48 in this half. Kentucky 59 in this half, 49% for the basketball game. Here's Haywood Lester.
All right. Here is Laskowski. Almost stepped over the line. Gets it into Abernathy. Abernathy gets it off to Wilkerson. Indiana fanning out. Now they're going tight inside. Benson calling for the ball, and it's intercepted by Rick Roby. Roby coming out of there with it. Check. Wait. Gets it to Larry Johnson. Kentucky has the ball. Johnson tightens it up. Left side. Connor into Roby. One bounce dribble. He puts it up. No good. Thought he was fouled, but they say no. The Kentucky bench pointing and really angry. But that ball went straight up from Roby. Either one foul, it was slipped. And here is Laskowski. Shot blocked. Out of bounds. A great play by Connor. He takes the inbound pass. What do we get? Benson picking off. 32 to go. Roby with 2 shots. The first one is up. And roll again. Up and good again. 79-70. Kentucky with its biggest lead. 5:28 to go. Laskowski comes up. He looks. He goes to Buckner. Buckner driving. Up with a jump shot that is put on the rebound by Benson, and that was close to goaltending. Grabbed the rebound, laid it right back in. 79-72. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Takes it, goes to Connor. Connor makes his move. Back and forth. Now he's checked. He goes to Gibbons. Gibbons to Larry Johnson. Johnson out with Buckner in pursuit. Johnson putting on some fancy dribbling. Gets in there. Flips up an 8-footer. Good. Larry Johnson. 81-72. Kentucky Kentucky on the lead. Long on the left side. Steve Green fires. It is no good. Tapped in. Benson got it. That's okay. Kentucky with the ball. Connor trying a 20-footer. Good. But I think they better cut that out. I'd like to see them hold the ball for a little better shot. 83-74, Kentucky by 9. 4:18 to go. Indiana with it. Buckner to Benson. Benson looking. Benson in his maneuver. Looking. Sweeping right-hand hook is no good. And Indiana comes up with a rebound. Laskowski goes right back in to Benson. Back to Laskowski. Breaks in there. Puts up a jump shot that is no good. And, they call Roby for blocking. Laskowski fires. No good. This one is good. It's 83-75. Kentucky with an 8-point lead. He's moving. He's up over the line. Drives all the way into the right corner. Goes inside to Mike Phillips, who hooks the shot. Good. Well, all right. 85-75. Kentucky's longest lead. And the Hoosiers want a timeout, apparently. Is that what the call was? No, traveling. Beg your pardon. Floating one to Phillips, overthrows him out of bounds. Buckner's got Glenn beaten, gives it to Benson. Loose ball, picked up by Connor. He throws it, nobody there. He had to, he was falling out of bounds. Wilkerson out of the corner hits it. Kentucky had 2 turnovers there. They can't have those. Greeley gets the inbound pass, gets back to Flynn. 3.5 minutes to go. Flynn working his way up court with Laskowski after him. Buckner goes over to double team. Flynn checks. Now he drops the ball out of bounds. Here's Benson inside. Spins open. He's got it. Now, Indiana's fighting back, and they've cut it to 6, and there's still over 3 minutes to go. Greavy gets the inbound pass. Burns gets it to Flynn. Mike Flynn heading up court with it for Kentucky. Off to Givens. Givens out of the right corner. Oh, that was a crazy shot. And he's saying he was fouled on it. He turned to the Kentucky bench, and Kentucky is now coming apart. All right, Wilkerson fires a 15-footer that is no good. Givens gets it back. He wasn't going to be stuck with that, and he rolls the pass off to Flynn. 2:40 to go. All right, here we go. Comes into Phillips. Now he's got to wait. They didn't hand it back across the line. Connor's got it. Connor got it closely, puts down his dribble. He works off to the right side, reverses, comes back toward the top of the key, and they say jump ball, and Kentucky is making mistakes. Here's the jump, and Connor gets the tap to Kevin Greavy, so they got away with it. Mike Flynn. Flynn's on his dribble. He's not over the stripe yet. He scoots a little shovel pass over to Connor. Connor, now he's got to penetrate. He does move down into the right corner. He gets hemmed in, throws it into Phillips, who turns with a little jump shot that's good. 87-79. 2:07 to go. Indiana with the ball, Kentucky leading. Buckner looking inside. Goes to Benson in the left corner, breaking through. Laskowski wide open for the gimme. To the ball, it goes into Phillips. He gets double teamed, and he put it up. It won't count. The foul had already been committed. It's up. He got it. Shot good. 89-81. Kentucky's in the zone. A long looping pass to Buckner in the left corner. He comes in. There's a floater to Benson. He lays it in there. What do we got? Inbound shoving. No, Greavy. All right, it's Indiana's ball. That was almost set. Laskowski shoots. It is no good. Benson puts it up. No good. But the foul is on whom? It'll be on Kentucky. He's got it. Benson pulls the trigger. It's good. 89-85. Kentucky's lead down to 4. Greavy. Oh, fouled all over the place. Givens comes in and Greavy was fouled a mile. Givens saved the ball. Here's Connor. Off the bad pass. Givens saves it again. Back out to Connor. This freshman is making some great plays in there. Indiana laying all over him. Here's Flynn with it. 55 seconds to go. Flynn starts down the right side. He comes back. He breaks in there. Gets in heavy traffic. Reverses. Comes back out at long range. Got 2 people chasing him. And he's fouled. Finally, they call it. 1-1. It's in. Boy, it had a lot of metal, but it stays. The free throw is no good. Rebounded by Indiana. Coming out of there with it, the Hoosiers. Buckner puts up the shot that is no good. A foul on Mike Phillips of Kentucky. 2. First one's good. 80-86, Kentucky by 4. Laskowski can cut it to 3. It's up, and it is no good. Put up and in on the rebound by Benson. 90-88. Here's a pass up to Greavy. Greavy gets it across the line. Kentucky wants to hold that ball now. Greavy, you can't see him in there, and he draws a foul from Buckner. Greavy puts it up there. It is good. Puts up the bonus shot. It is good. And Kentucky leads 92-88. There's 18 seconds to go. Wilkerson throwing. And here's a jump shot. Good by Laskowski. Indiana won't quit. It comes into Greavy. Greavy getting a double team now. He's still looking. Asks for a timeout. 5 seconds to go. Kentucky 92, Indiana 90. It's taking off. He comes into Givens. It's knocked down. Out of bounds. Kentucky's ball. 4 seconds to go. I thought somebody'd take off for the other end, but they didn't. Comes into Connor. Connor puts down his dribble. He is thrown down, and he gets up and goes after Bradford, and they have to be restrained. There's the horn, but we got 1 second on. some guy comes out on the fence, and he has to be restrained. And I tell you, that fella, it's a good thing somebody restrained him. He's a freshman himself, and he put a pretty hard, he didn't mean nothing. It just tempers are short. This is not the #1 team in the nation for nothing. And if Connor should miss, look out. They've got something up their sleeves. He does. Benson pulls it off, but he can't get it away. It's over, and Kentucky upsets Indiana 92-90. The Coliseum, the celebration tonight, and that will all come up at 8 o'clock, Ralph. 8 o'clock.
Right. Bobby Knight, showing the true coach that he is, refuses to shake the hand of Joe Hall. Turns, walks into the dressing room.
Well, I am sure Coach Joe Hall could care less, or if you'll pardon the expression, give a damn. All right. 92-90. Kentucky has won it. We'll have some final comments in a minute. This is the University of Kentucky Basketball Network. All right. Fellas, came in here, and Ralph will be talking in just a minute. You want to hear from Jimmy Dan Connor, but it'd be hard to pick out a star. This one is just a super game with these seniors. And here's Ralph for the wrap-up.
Oh, how sweet revenge is. And I'm sure Joe Hall would think that right at the moment. As Kentucky is upset, #1, Indiana. 92-90, the last net. Mike Flynn, Mr. Basketball for Indiana, takes it down, shakes it to the Indiana fans, and Kentucky is champions of the Mid-East Regional. We predicted earlier that the winner of this ball game would win the entire Wall of Wax. We still feel that way. 92-90, Kentucky. The scoring of Jimmy Dan Connor will be our star of the game. I think we'll have some more over here, too. Well, one side of the stands is very happy. Jimmy Dan Connor gets introduced to the fans. One side of the stands are very sad. The #1 rated University of Indiana Hoosiers have been upset here from the University of Dayton Arena. This is Ralph Hacker with our star of the game show, Jimmy Dan Connor, and we would suspect some of the other seniors will be joining us here as soon as they get through out on the floor. They are being introduced to the fans and presented with the tournament watch here for the NCAA. What a ball game. The University of Kentucky Wildcats played here this afternoon. Heavily underdog after the University of Indiana had defeated them at Bloomington. 24 points back on December 7th. Kentucky's Wildcats came back today to overcome all adversity and win this basketball game by 2, 92-90. The Wildcats led in the ball game by as many as 10 in the second half of play. They flirted that down and flirted with disaster that ended up winning it by 2 at 92-90. Joe Hall has to be a happy man here at this point. It was 44-44 at halftime. Kentucky and Indiana all tied up. While we wait for the players to get over here, let's take this break, and then we'll be back with our star of the game. This is the University of Kentucky Basketball Network. Well, the University of Kentucky Wildcats carried Joe Hall off the floor on the shoulders, and Jimmy Dan and Mike Flynn and the others will be coming back out here very shortly as the gymnasium starts to empty. Excitable time, Jim. Have you been through one of these NCAA games? That's the Coliseum is to be opened, so the maintenance people around there go ahead and open up Memorial Coliseum. And here comes Jimmy Dan, and there will be a gathering tonight at 8.